Yeah, and you've had music used in the Olympics. What was it 1988 Olympics, 1996 Olympics? I believe it was in Atlanta. Is that right? For closing
Yeah,
ceremonies.
both. Yeah, both of
And
those Olympics. Yeah.
so yeah, it your music. I love the fact that um, there's people that have heard of you that don't realize they've heard of you. They've heard your extension of your music and have been touched by it. And I was whenever Janie had first talked about hooking us up for the tune, she told me about you, and I'm like, "Are you sure I'm ready to write with this guy?" you know, your the things that you had accomplished in Nashville and in the music industry in general was just mind blowing to me. I came from a town population, 15 people, and this was all big, big, big stuff for me. So for you to afford me the opportunity to get that song into the hands of someone who could sculpt it into the right thing was one of my driving things. It just kept me moving forward. Now the industry has changed quite a bit. Do you think songwriting has changed a lot with the industry being the way it is now, or do you think songwriting's kind of remained the same?
I think it's better in every way except financially. Financially, it's not as good,
Right.
obviously. But with social media and YouTube, you can write anything and at least get it out there in some form. And when you have like a YouTube channel or social media presence, which I don't really have, you can, like I was saying, you're writing for yourself. So whatever you want to say, you can put out there. You don't have to wait for, Carrie Underwood to perform it. You
Right.
can be heard in a way that things couldn't before. And I don't think anybody got into songwriting for the money because it's not a good strategy to
Right.
try to say I'm going to throw everything away and become a songwriter. Never was,
Right.
and we got into it because we loved it. And the day that I finished or put what I had to put onto your song and brought it to you,
Hmm.
and we both listened to it and agreed it was finished, you can't beat that day.
No.
I mean, I guess a check is
Yeah. Oh yeah.
is
Those are good.
great, but
But
you'll
that
never get a better feeling
that's
than
right.
the day you finish the song ever,
And I was
and that
so
includes
lucky.
winning a Grammy. Even it's a different kind of thing,
Yeah.
and it's great to win a Grammy, but to finish a song that you nailed it, even if no one ever hears it, is the greatest feeling in the world.
It truly is, and that was one thing. I remember we were on that call and we agreed. Yeah, oh my gosh, it absolutely. My eyes, I was just on cloud nine that day, floating, and couldn't turn it off. It was in my truck, just playing on loop. Essentially, I was just driving around town, showing it off for everybody. It's just like
Me
in the
too.
car,
Me too.
and
Yeah.
but you're right. There's nothing like a feeling going. Yeah, there's nothing to fix. It says what we need it to say. It's emotional and it gets the point. Um, the melody is right. The chord progressions are right, and that's a great feeling. I've got